welcome back to Podcast Almost Every Day. Today, my grandma will be talking about some really cool facts about cars, and I will be talking about some awesome facts about turtles. Grandma, would you like to get us started today?
Sure, here's some crazy and interesting car facts that everyone should know. Did you know that even the most die-hard gearheads and auto gurus out there, it's impossible to truly know and retain everything there is to know about cars? Unfortunately, the human mind just isn't advanced enough yet. Maybe someday we'll be able to come up with a microchip that contains the complete encyclopedia of car information.
Turtles are reptiles with hard shells that protect from predators. They are among the oldest and most primate groups of reptiles. Having evolved millions of years ago, turtles live all over the world in almost every type of climate.
Here's some interesting automobile trivia facts about cars. There are currently more than 8 billion cars being used around the world. That's 8 billion with a B. That's a lot of cars.
According to the Antarctic Taxonomy Information System, also known as ITIS, the turtle order Tendingens or canola spilets with 2 scenarios, Cratobria and Poldrelia, with the further splits into 13 families, 75 genera, with more than 300 species of turtles.
Did you know that there are nearly 70 million cars that are manufactured every year?
Turtle, also known as the tortoise and Theripian, are often used in terminology as simons, but there are distinct differences between the types of checklons according to the San Diego Zoo.
In 1886, German inventor Carl Benz, the co-founder of Mercedes-Benz, built the first car of the world and the first production car.
Turtles spend most of their lives in water. They are appended for aquatic life and webbed for feet and flippers with streamy body. Sea turtles rarely live ocean, expectly to lay eggs in the sand. Freshwater turtles live in ponds and lakes. And they climb out of the water onto logs or rocks to bask in the warm sun.
Did you know that the first speeding ticket was issued in 1896 at a whopping 8 miles per hour?
Tortoises are land animals. Their feet are round and stumpy. Adopted for walking on land, they also dig burrows with their strong forelimbs and slip underground when the sun gets too hot.
The modern cruise control was invented by Ralph Teeter in 1948. Teeter, who was blind, got the idea from his lawyer, who was apparently a terrible driver.
With so many types of turtles, there is no average size. The largest sea turtle species is the leatherback turtle. It weighs 600 to 1,500 pounds, also known as 272 to 682 kilograms, and is about 4.5 to 5.25 feet, also known as 139 to 160 centimeters long. According to feet, 183 centimeters long and 570 pounds, 260 kilograms, according to the San Diego Zoo. The largest freshwater turtle in America is an alligator snapping turtle. It can grow up to 2.5 feet, also known as 80 centimeters long, and weighs as much as 200 pounds, also known as 91 kilograms. The Vietnamese giant soft-shell turtle is the largest soft-shell turtle and measures up to 3.6 feet, also known as 1 millimeter, across. The weight to weigh up 309 pounds, also known as 140 kilograms.
If you drove an average of 60 miles per hour, you can make it to the moon in less than 6 months.
One of the smallest turtles is the speckled capel tortoise, according to the San Diego Zoo. Its shell is 3.1 inches, also known as 7.9 centimeters long. It weighs about 5 ounces, or also known as 142 grams.
In 1908, the Ford Model T became the first mass-produced car. In 1925, it cost as little as $250.
A turtle shell is a modified repellage and part of its viable column. According to the Animal Diversity Web, also known as ADW at the University of Michigan, the top part of the shell is called the carapace, and the bottom is called the plastron. According to the San Diego Zoo, the shell is made out of 60 bones that are covered by plates called scutes. Scutes are made of citrin, the same metal that makes up human fingernails.
The average car has 30,000 parts. The new car smell that you can't get enough of is actually composed of around 50 organic compounds.
Many turtles are able to retract their heads and feet into their shells. Turtles are placed in the two suburbs based on the method of retraction, according to the ADW. Petralians pull their heads sideways and carpodorians draw their heads straight back into the shell. Sea turtles have lost the ability to retract their heads.
The average American commuter spends 42 hours a year stuck in traffic.
Turtles are very enigmatic and can be found on every continent except Antarctica. Most turtle species are found in southern North America and South Asia. Only 5 species live in Europe, according to Dr. Foster and Smith, a veterinarian business based in Wisconsin.
The most frequently stolen car in the United States is the Honda Accord. Be sure to lock your doors, Accord owners.
Sea turtles can be found in the Coral Triangle, an area that includes the waters of Indonesia, Minahasa, the Philippines and Papua New Guinea, coastal East Africa, the Memor-Croston Reef in the Caribbean, the Galapagos Islands, and the Gulf of California.
In Russia, it's illegal to drive around in a dirty car. Did you know that 16% of car owners do not ever wash their car?
The American helmeted turtle is the most common turtle in Africa, according to the Animal Planet. It is hunter-scavenger that eats young birds and small mammals. It steals bait from fishermen's hooks. It also releases a foul-smelling liquid from glands in its legs. Ugh.
35% of the world's population drives on the left side of the road. The other 65% is correct. Ha ha.
Roti Island snake-necked turtles are found only on Roti Island, a 62 square mile, 161 square kilometers island in Odisha, according to the San Diego Zoo.
The top speed at the first automobile race in the United States was 15 miles per hour. It's a wonder folks even were able to stay awake during the race.
Turtles are not social creatures. While they typically don't mind if there are other turtles around them, they don't interact or socialize, according to the Endoplinga vertigo. Most turtles are active during the day, spending their time foraging for food.
The Volvo is Latin for I roll. BMW in South Africa offers a flamethrower option called the Blaster to prevent carjacking.
Turtles are not silent creatures. Some sound like electronic motors, some sound like belching humans, and some bark like dogs. The red-footed tortoise from South Africa clucks like a chicken.
The average car spends 95% of its time parked.
Most turtles are anemometers. They eat a variety of different things depending on the species. Musk turtles eat mollusks, plants, small fish, and insects. The collar turtle is mostly vegetarian, and the green sea turtle only eats grasses and algae.
Toyota is the largest car manufacturer in the world, producing a little over 13,000 cars a day.
The alligator snapping turtle lures and fish with its tongue, which looks like a worm. It wiggles and tongue is to interact a hungry fish and then snaps down on it with its strong jaw. It also eats aquatic plants, snakes, frogs, fish, worms, clams, crayfish, and other turtles.
The Ferrari, on the other hand, churns out only 14 cars a day. Not surprising that the average person doesn't have enough to buy or the funds to buy a Ferrari.
All turtles lay eggs. They find a place to land, to lie their eggs, dig a nest into sand or dirt, and then walk away. No species of turtle natures their young.
Each year, around 280 million car tires are discarded.
Turtles reach the age to mate at different times. Some comes of age as few years old, while others don't reach their mate until they are around 50 years has passed.
In 2015, Volkswagen sold more of its currywurst sausage than cars.
Some species fight for their right to mate with a female, while others squaddles with other mating ritual. To mate, male and female turtles interact their tails so that their shell openings line up perfectly.
The Toyota Corolla is the best-selling car in the world, with one being sold every 40 seconds.
Sea turtles travel from ocean to lay eggs on beaches. Usually sea turtles lay around 110 eggs in a nest, though the flat-backed turtle only lays 50 at a time.
The 2011 Ford Crown Victoria was the last vehicle to offer a cassette player.
The temperature of the sand affects the sex of the turtle, which is the gender. So it can affect being male or female. The perfect beach temperature produces an equal number of male and female offspring. Due to rising temperatures, too many sea turtle females are being born, according to the decline in species numbers, according to the Sea Turtle Conservatory.
In Switzerland, it's illegal to slam a car door after 10 p.m. The record for removing and replacing a car engine is 42 seconds. What a team. This is in the UK Royal Marines. Only 19 inches high, their flatmobile is the lowest street legal car in the world. That's one sleek ride. As far as the longest car in the world, that title belongs to a 100-foot-long custom-built limousine made by California car maker J. Arberg. Could you imagine rolling up in a party in a 100-foot-long limousine? This one's for all the music fans out there. Most car horns honk in a key of F.
Ooh, like the F music note. I guess that's pretty cool. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our candy of the day. Drum roll, please. Today we have Gushers. So these are pretty cool. So let's go learn some facts. So Grandma, what exactly are Gushers?
Gushers are fruit-flavored snacks.
And what do you think they taste like if you had to make a guess?
I think they're very similar to gummy bears.
And how many calories are there in that tiny little bag?
Approximately 120 calories are in this bag.
And can we have one nutritious fact?
They are tropical flavor.
So, if you have never had Gushers, maybe you should go try it out. Or if a friend or family have never tried them, maybe you could go suggest it for them. Anyways, back to some facts about turtles and cars. Grandma, would you like to get us back in?
Sure. The electric car isn't as new as you might think. In the 1900s, 38% of all cars were electric. Leonardo da Vinci, came up with the idea of the car in 1478.
And here is a question. Are turtles deaf? Turtles don't have ears, but they are not deaf.
In 1940, the United States military produced its first four-wheel drive vehicle. They're probably ahead of its time. It's called the Jeep.
Are turtles smart? There is no defined way to measure the IQ, aka smartness, of a turtle or tell how smart are turtles. However, after lots of research, one thing how we are sure of is turtles are not stupid.
The Ferrari 458 Spider is the most accident-prone car in the world. Wow, that's scary, but people continue to buy them.
What is the smartest turtle? The most smartest turtle is the North American wood turtle.
You know the classic three-pointed star of the Mercedes-Benz? Well, it was initially meant to symbolize the use of the engine in the land, air, and sea back in the early 1900s.
Do turtles sleep? The sleeping habits of sea turtles, shallow waters, are bright sunshine, which warms the water. So yes, they do sleep.
The four overlapping rings of the Audi represent the four manufacturers of the auto union: Audi, Porsche, DKW, and Wanderer.
What would happen if turtles went extinct? If sea turtles went extinct, dumb vegetarian would lose a major source of nutrition and would not be as healthy and would not be strong enough to maintain the domes.
Perhaps the most iconic of all car logos is the Ferrari logo. The horse emblem that we've all come to know and love is in honor of World War I fighter pilot.
This one is a little bit of an odd question. Are turtles dinosaurs? They're kind of like crocodiles and gators. Sea turtles are reptiles just like dinosaurs. In fact, they're often called cousins of dinosaurs. The 7 species of sea turtles still around today all have extinct organs, but the small impressive turtle of one time to probably the archelin. So they call them cousins, but the real answer is no, they're probably not related to a dinosaur, but they do have the same texture and they are the same type of reptile.
The Jaguar used to be called the SS cars, but changed the name after World War II. That's probably a good move.
How old is the world's largest turtle? Approximately about 100 years old.
Have you ever been ticketed for jaywalking? It turns out that the concept was invented by the auto industry in the 1920s to shift the blame of car accidents from cars to pedestrians. At that time, jay was a slur synonym for redneck or hillbilly. Can you believe that? The highest vehicle mileage ever was achieved by a 77-year-old Irv Gordon in his 1966 Volvo. By mid-2014, he had driven more than 3 million miles, averaging as much as 100,000 miles a year.
And that is all that we have today.
This was
Podcast
Almost
every day. Bye. Like and subscribe to see more awesome videos just like this one.